Hello, welcome to the channel, welcome to another video. We're going to do another video on the Alfa Romeo Mito, and you may have seen from the previous videos that Chaz and myself did a full service on the car. If you didn't, there's kind of thing, I think there's 4 parts to the video, or there will be 4 parts to the video, so click up to the top left hand corner and you'll see them appear shortly. But while we were servicing the car, we noticed a potential problem, so let me show you. Well, when we were looking under the engine, we found some big lumps of what looked like coal. Obviously it wasn't coal, because it's not a coal driven car. This is the 1.3 JTDm Diesel, and on looking, we took the cover off, as you can see here, which is quite simple. It's just a clip on the MAF sensor, and one on here. There's another pipe, which is the air intake pipe, and then I think there's a breather on the back, and a little stubby one there as well. So it's just 4 pipes to disconnect. But we noticed here, you can see, there's a lot of carbon build-up on the number 4. Okay, I mean we've hacked this away. So you can't even see that bolt head there, but there was massive chunks of carbon. So I got a chance to start the car and sprayed some fluid in there, and I'll show you what we saw. Hope you can see that. Hopefully you can see that there's a lot of bubbles coming from the number 4 injector. So obviously we've got a leaking injector there, so that's going to be another job to do. 1, 2 and 3 look okay. So first of all we need to clean all these deposits up, so and strip all this down, so that's the next job. I bought some of this liquid moly, and this is like an aid for dismantling injectors. So it should break down all the carbon. So you can see here we've got shitloads of carbon everywhere. So I'm just going to spray all this before I start dismantling all the fuel rails and all these pipes. I'm just going to spray all this. Right, so I'll just spray this in here. Good shake. So it's working quite well already, look. Look at that. Pretty good stuff. Right, so I've just started stripping down, so taking all these plugs out. Let me show you on this one. So you literally just pull this yellow tab out, and then you can press that bit down, pull them out. So there's obviously 1 for each injector. This one here, same principle. Taking the air pipe off, MAF sensor, same principle. Now I need to take this off. And I've discovered these. This holds the airbox on. There's one there and one here, and you literally just spin that round, and it's on a thread like that. So that's how they come off, just for a pair of grips. Then hopefully you can take the wiring off. Then we just connect the fuel rail and these little pipes there, and then we can hopefully see a bit more. I'm making some progress very slowly. I'm using a lot of blue roll to get all this out, but you can see the extent of all the gunk. 3 and 4 are definitely looking a bit cleaner. So I've removed the fuel pipes here. This is a 17mm, so this is 17, this one's 14mm. So I've removed them just to get better access. Put some tape over them just to stop some gunk getting in there. And this one here, I've undone the kind of the holding bracket. One holds 2 of the injectors. The injectors have to come out in pairs. So I've undone that. That was a 10mm. Yeah, 10mm hex. So there you go, there's the link pipes. Okay. And that just sits on top. So this injector here is pretty stuck. I think I'm going to have to order an injector puller because I don't think that was going to come out. But this one here does actually move. Not a lot, but it does move. Anyway, I think I'm going to get an injector puller because otherwise I think we're going to be here forever. It still seems a bit gunked up there, but it's getting cleaner. Very laborious task. Say lots of blue roll, lots of fluid. Right, my new tool has arrived. This is a 14-piece injector puller. So these here are what you need to remove the top of the injector. So once you remove that, you get access to the threads. So all you have to do is get this and you put it on the top of the injector. Now mine was really tight. I mean, so tight that it doesn't want to go on. I had to put a hammer in there to make it on, make it a good fit. And you can see that if you look down there, you can see that collar is now loose, and the same on this one. You can see there the mark. So these are obviously a bit undersized. 30mm was too big, and it is definitely a 29, but these are obviously not made brilliantly. But anyway, these are now loose, so we're going to take these tops off. There's a few little components in there, like a spring. You need to make sure you don't lose those, and then you get access to the threads, which I'll show you in a minute. So you can see it's a lot cleaner in there now. We're just going to get the vacuum cleaner in there and just hoover up all the loose bits so they don't fall down the injector hole. Although you know, they may do anyway, but we shall see. Right. So just take the top off this one. So the injector is actually loose on that one. Oh, there you go. There's the bit you don't want to lose. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. So now you screw this on. It's a fine thread, so don't cross thread it. Okay. And then we put this a wobble. Just nip that up. Okay. Right, and then we just got to thread this on. And then just bang it like this. Right, we undo this. You can see there, the injectors come out a fair bit. But as I said earlier, these have to come out in pairs due to this. So now we've got to do the same on this injector. Right, so let's try the really stuck one. Yeah, it's moving. Right, it's going to give it a bit of a vacuum. Yeah, some more debris. Right, we'll just try number 3. Yeah, that's out. Cut hooks and it should be out. Getting sparks down here. Some reason. Come. There we are, we're out. As you can see, they're both now out. All that gunk. So we'll try and stop that getting down the holes. Right, they're all out. Well, 2 of them are out. That's number 3. And this was the stuck one, number 4. You can see how cruddy it is, look. So we should give them a bit of a clean up. Obviously the injector seals are still in there, so we have another tool to get them out. There's the bracket. Give that a good clean, look at the state of that. The crud down there, look. So that needs a good clean out. Right, so I've been busy. So as you can see, that's a lot cleaner. So only a number 4 injector was leaking, but while I'm in here, and the fact that we don't really need a car at the moment, I might do 1 and 2 anyway, because and then it's all done, and I give it a nice clean. It's a bit lack of space because of this, but we'll work our way around it. Right, so I've given the injectors a nice clean. This is number 4. As you can see, so they're all back together. In case you, you know, when you take this off, the spring comes out. So the way it goes back in is the washer, the spring, and then the cap. This little cap bit that fits inside the spring, and then you've got like a little round rotary bit that fits on top of like a protruding bit. Should have taken a photo really, but I didn't. So Then there's number 3. So I shall put some anti-seize on here. These need a bit of nipping up, but we'll do that once they're in place. So the next thing to do, right, so that's the bore. Now we've got to clean that out because there's a bit of soot down there. So I'll probably just put a rag with some cleaner on it and bum it up and down. And then you probably can't see it, but down there is the injector seal, and you think, how am I going to get that out? And you can use a long pick and try and fish it out, but I haven't got a pick that long, so I bought this tool. It was only £11 delivered. I'll get a picture of it. Let me open it up. So there it is. So again, it's just it's a long tool. Probably so see how long it is. So it's about 14 inches long. It's quite weighty, and it's got like a little slide hammer. And what it does is it's got a thread here. So you poke this down the bore, and then you turn it left, and the seal will come up here, and then you should just be able to pull it out. So let's give it a go. There you go, just like that. So just put it in, spin it right, and there it comes. Right, so using this tool, bloody brilliant. Literally it came out really easy. So that's number 3 injector seal, and that's number 4, and you can see they're both worn compared to the new ones in the packet above. So it's a good job of changing them. I think while we're in here we're going to do 1 and 2 as well. Get it all done in one go. Right, so I'll give the bores a bit of a clean. Don't look too bad now. And what I'm going to do now is another tool I've had to buy. So what we have here is a injector seat reaming or cutting tool. So you take one of these and you just shove it down the bore, and it just makes a nice, gives a nice clean on area for the seal, the injector seal to sit. Because if you don't clean it, then it's not going to sit flush, and you're going to have the same problem again. So that's the next thing to do. Right, so in the kit you get different types of reamer. You obviously get a flat one, and you get a curved one. This is a 17mm I've chosen here. I've just put a bit of grease on the end just to catch any swarf or any carbon. So you literally just put it down the hole, and then you use this to turn it around like that. Give it a few twists. There you go, look at what stuff it's picked up. Another go and it should be good. Just taking that out of port 3. Ugh. Right, hopefully you can see that. Oh, my light's gone out. See, seats are nice and clean now. So I'm just going to replace this upper seal here, and then we can put the injectors back in. Right, to get these top seals out, literally get a pick, put it in there. There you go. Just use a pick, take the seal out. There they are. Right, new top seals are in. Time to put the injectors back in. Just put some anti-seize on the injectors just in case it's me who has to take them out again. Hopefully not. So remember they have to go back in pairs. So said and done. Alright, then you just put the little concave washer in the bolt. That's those two in. Now to those two. So, yeah, I might be there, might not. Right, so 1 and 2 injectors are back in. I've spent most of my time cleaning. I mean, we took 1 and 2 out, which weren't leaking as far as I know. And this was totally gunked. I'll put a picture up. I mean, these took ages to clean. Number 2 injector, it wasn't so gunky, but it was a bit rusty, as you can probably see there. So I've just put the injector seals on. One thing to note is to make sure they are literally nice and flush, because if they're not flush, it's pointless putting new ones on. So make sure you give that end of the injector a good clean, but don't touch this tip. This one was proper gunked. These are all ready to go back in now. Right, so all 4 injectors are back in now. Just starting to put stuff back together, so I'm putting the loom back together. These need to plug back in. Then you've got the, obviously all 4 high pressure fuel pipes are in. The pipe from the tank is in. This one needs to go on in a minute. Just got to get this loom up over this. It seems very tight at the moment. That's for the MAF. These here, these are the what the airbox sits on. They're a 4mm Allen key straight down the middle. Right, if you're struggling to get this conduit on with this little, there's a little nipple there, and there's a T30 just down there with a bracket bolt onto. Just undo that slightly, give enough play to get that back in. So these come undone, 4mm Allen key. Right, let's say update is, so the injectors went in, the car started eventually, but it clearly has a problem with one of the injectors because the engine was shaking and it was a horrible noise. So I've taken the injectors back out and I'm going to send them away to be cleaned and checked, because obviously, you know, there was so much black death here that I suspect they need a good cleaning. So that's what I'm going to do. So here they are, ready to go. I mean, obviously they need to go back in the same order, and there is a on there, probably can't see it, but there is a code on the injector. So even though I've written number 4 on there, I make a note of the code, and with multi-scan ECU I have a screenshot of all the codes that the car thinks are there, so I'm just going to verify they're correct, which they should be, and then we'll get these sent away and cleaned and checked, and then we'll put them back in. I mean, literally, because you know, obviously I've cleaned these and greased them up, these literally just fell out. They were so easy to get out. So we'll see in a week or so, and hopefully we'll have some good news, and we've got no Dove injectors. Right, quick update. So rather than getting the injectors cleaned, which would have cost £30 for injector, so it has just to be tested, and they would have needed to be stripped down, so that could have cost a lot more. I got these injectors here from JTDm Diesel, and these are recon injectors, and these were £60 each. So it's a no-brainer to do this. I got 2 injectors because I didn't show it off camera. I did a little bit of a test, and I narrowed down which injectors were the faulty ones, and it was 1 and 4, which funny enough were the ones that were mostly filled with the black death. So there's obviously an issue there, and obviously when I removed the black death it caused a problem. So these are the old ones. I've just packed them up. I've just put them in just to save time, obviously, because off camera. But let's see if it works. I'm not sure if you saw it start up because my battery went flat on the camera here, but so it's starting, running sweet. So I've just put all that together, put the hose clips on, put the air filter on, checked all the connections, and let me just start it so you can hear it. Okay, no shaking, no banging. Sounds really good. These new injectors, because they've been rebuilt, they've been re-coded. So when you get them, it gives you the new code. Now you just need to code these to the car. Although the car seems to be running okay, it's not a necessity on this engine, but we'll code them anyway because then they're all going to be correct on the diag, but I'll do that in another video. So the only thing we have to do now is we're just going to change that fuel filter, which is the last part of the service. Again, I'll do that in another video to show you. So there, well, this is all running. New hose on here because that one we found was split. So that's it. So I hope you like the video. Please comment and think about subscribing if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.